Previously on Pacific Crest, the series.
It all started up in Dorris, California, right on the Oregon border, where I started Section 1 of the Pacific Crest Overland Route. To start off, things were a muddy, wet mess. Then traveling through the snow and behind Mount Shasta. From there, I headed south, through Bear Valley and down into Carmen Valley. Then I made my way into Lake Tahoe, where I stopped at Emerald Bay for the afternoon. Once I got back on the road, I headed southeast into Nevada, through Walker, to find a once-in-a-lifetime camping spot in the Bodie Hills. From Bodie Ghost Town, I made my way over to Mono Lake, and then a quick jaunt up north to meet up with the Norworld Australia guys and get the new tray installed. From there, it was time to start Section 4 back at Mono Lake. Making my way south, I had epic views of the eastern Sierra Nevadas. Later that evening, I passed through Bishop and started up Silver Canyon Pass.
Hey, I'm Austin with WolfPac-Outdoors, and I've set out on the Pacific Crest Overland Route to find and explore the last few remaining wild places in California. Welcome to my adventure. Welcome to Pacific Crest, the series.
California, Episode 4, Part 2, Into the Unknown. Proudly presented by Norworld Australia. When your adventure demands built to last, demand Norworld. In association with 4-Wheel Campers. Find your adventure.
And from viewers like you, I truly appreciate and thank you for your continued support.
It seems there's something about making a series like this where the reality of the situation becomes more profound than staging something to appear profound. So let me explain myself. I scrubbed through the footage this morning, and it appears that it's almost all unusable. This decision only took me but a few minutes this morning. I'm gonna get to the bottom of the hill, and then we're gonna start filming again from there, but I'm not gonna pretend that I haven't already done it. And I think that's the best way to do this, to keep it authentic and genuine. There was something about last night when I did it that really held this visceral experience. The difficulty level is actually quite moderate, but the risk factor is extreme.
Yep, I still get the hibby willies off this one. Even though I've already done it twice technically, I still get the old feeling.
Let's get started. Day 9.
As it was, this was my second time up the pass. The climb was steep and it was amazing.
It's white knuckle excitement. One wrong move, you could be over the edge. This is one of those experiences where I need you to do this yourself.
As of that morning, I was going to be able to make Overland Expo and all my other time hacks on schedule. But rerunning Silver Canyon Pass added about 4 hours to my day. So it was time to get in high gear and push on through the bristlecone forest in the Inyo National Forest.
I ended up stopping in Big Pine. I just wanted to be 100% sure that when we hit this next section that we are good to go. It says pavement ends in 25 miles. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in about 25 miles.
Rolling up the mountain, things were starting to get desolate, and I was getting excited because I knew what was next. Heading into Death Valley.
Finally starting to feel a little heat. It's 80 degrees down here today, and we're at 4,100 feet. So I guess that'd be the high desert. Heading kind of back into the hills, it looks like.
Not knowing exactly what I was going to see, matter of fact, not even knowing where I was going except for the maps that I was following, brought a certain awe and wonder to the whole equation of traveling. I'd already planned this route out. I had a general sense of how long things would take. I always leave a little time for the errors, mistakes, or wrong turns, but I also have a little time in there so I can step out and explore my environment.
The old mine stuff was super cool. There was also this like open section, and by all means I didn't go into it. I was way too chicken to get into that. Wow, you can instantly tell everything changed just right now. Got that sage, juniper, pine smell back to it.
As I came out of the hills, this was the first real look that I had into the valley. It was definitely a moment of awe and wonder. It made me feel like I was reliving the past, a future traveler in a time long ago. These are the moments that I keep with me here today.
This is incredible.
Getting down in the valley was exciting. There was one more thing waiting for me down there, and it was something magical. One of those things that may just help all the stress and worry melt away.
Oh man, look at that. I think we're finally making it to the valley floor. Yeah, buddy. Oh, sand, look at that. I asked for sand, and well, here's sand. Ah, nice.
I love driving on sand. After the corrugated day that I'd had, driving on sand felt like a magical pillow.
I see what looks like a little oasis way out in the distance. I wonder if that's going to be it. Oh, the old Batman thing, weird desert art. Oh, I've totally enjoyed desert art. Desert art. A desert art. I don't think these four-wheel camper trucks are meant to jump, so maybe we should not try to jump it. Welcome to the hot springs. It's probably a quite calming, relaxing area out in the middle of nowhere. As you'll see, there's probably naked people too, which we will not be showing on film. So let's go check it out. Yep, just like that. An oasis out in the middle of nowhere. How's it going? Hey guys.
Sure looks like a chainsaw on the back of your truck.
Sure is.
Look at a bomb up here that needs some attention.
It's always worth it. If somebody asks for help, absolutely worth it. Just pull the chainsaw out and do what you can.
Cut it off to there.
Sounds good. I'll take care of it.
This was actually quite comical. The gentleman standing next to me was roaming around nude the entire time. And so I cropped the footage to ensure that you would not see anything.
There she is.
Oh, that's a bitch. No. Oh, sure you saw that.
No, you won't. I got it. That's perfectly fine. You made my day just by having this place open and available. I promise, it's been fantastic.
That's put in the 30s. And right up here is the sunrise pool. It's about ready another 45 minutes, 50 minutes to get shade.
Oh,
And then up underneath those date palms up there, you see that different looking palm?
yeah.
There's our cold pool. That's the dog pool.
Okay, cool.
And I thought I heard you pulling in. I thought you were going to camp up at a dog pool up there, which is pretty good camping. But,
Okay.
you ought to get shed yourself of the textiles, and I'll meet you in the pool.
Okay.
The water was pristine, and so were the
Shower
tubs.
only,
It was absolutely incredible.
soaking baths only, no soap. I'm going to cover you guys up so you don't get exposed to any stuff you don't want to be exposed to.
Okay.
Rinse my feet off?
Foot bath.
Yep. From the outside looking in, it was this amazing oasis like a mirage.
Hard to imagine this emerald lawn when you're driving across that valley. Pretty nice.
If you ever find a dune like this in the middle of the desert and you think it's a mirage, you might just want to check it out. You may even surprise yourself and find something unique and special.
After a nice long soak, All my stress and worry and obligations seem to just fade away ever since starting this adventure. It seems like that's my key word. What an incredible experience. A majestic hot spring in the middle of nowhere. Incredible. It describes so much and leaves wonder in the mind. Those hot springs were beyond incredible. Finally, I had to reach my turn onto Lippincott Road, heading towards Lippincott Pass. It was getting late in the day and the shadows were long, but I anticipated the road being a lot like the road had been throughout the day, so I just let it ride. And then, this happened.
Big rocks! Big rocks! Big rocks! Big rocks! Big rocks!
As you can see from both angles, it doesn't appear like there's anything there. But just the way the hill was shaped and the way the shadows went across the road, I couldn't see that the road was washed away until it was way too late. At about this point, I realized that the road had dropped away. I had just enough time to apply extreme brake pressure to brake my speed any amount, and immediately I knew I had to release to let my shocks rebound so they had full travel when they needed to catch me on the other side of the embankment. As you can see, the truck falls in and doesn't come in contact with the ground until it's the bank on the opposite side. My calculations put the dynamic force at somewhere around 18 tons being applied to the frame as it hit the washout. The back of the camper through the back window collapses. When it makes that bucking motion, it completely separates away from the truck and then comes back in for one more hit. It was too much dynamic force for the strength of the frame to overcome. I feel fortunate and lucky in this situation. It could have ended much worse for me.
It smells like burning stuff. It smells like burning plastic, actually. So I'm gonna go look and see what I broke, because I probably just broke something.
The radiator is leaking
I use that term lightly.
from somewhere.
The radiator wasn't just leaking, it was hemorrhaging. All of the fluid had poured out. Later on, I'd found out that the radiator had been grenaded when the front suspension hit the embankment.
So that sucks. As you can see, the tray is pulling off the truck bed. Yep, that's happening. That's real life. The truck is literally falling apart. Something somewhere is ripped or torn, or the frame is starting to pull apart. I haven't been able to see it yet, but I'm guessing I'll be able to see it in just a moment because I'm gonna crawl back under the thing and figure out what's going on. I'm about to get emotional. This is what I use to show my family incredible things across the United States of America and beyond. Okay. Sob session over. Let's figure out what's going on. Four-wheel drive seems intact. Skid plate intact. Drive line intact. Frame up to the skid plate has no damage and no sign of being disabled. All right, let's keep going. Because you're gonna see something's not right. So figure it out. On the driver's side, the frame, I see the frame is bent on the driver's side. The frame has buckled on the driver's side. The frame has started to buckle on the passenger side of the body mount.
I knew I had to come up with a plan. I just wasn't sure what it was going to be. I started thinking about exactly how many supplies I had left, what I could do, and what I had to fix things with.
This is what my family and I are supposed to explore in. What the f? God damn it! Basically a $45,000 truck and $40,000 worth of upgrades and a $50,000 camper is totally God damn it. All the blame lies on me. This whole thing is my fault.
From exactly where I sat, I was about 40 miles from a paved road and about 45 miles from cell service in any direction. I was completely stranded.
I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna make it out of here. Under my own steam with the amount of water I have. I've got like 20 gallons of water and I've probably gotta make it 30 miles. Hopefully I can do that. There's no chance that we're completing the rest of this trail with the truck the way it is. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to limp my way out of here. We'll see what happens. Being out and cracked, my engine's gonna overheat. And if the engine overheats, the truck is scrap metal. Wow. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be at the expo in just a few days. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm supposed to be at the expo. I guess we can just enjoy the sunset while it's happening. Let's see how empty the radiator is.
Later on, I'd found out
dang it.
when the front suspension hit the embankment, it ejected a bunch of rocks into the fan, which then pushed them into the radiator. The radiator had completely hemorrhaged all of its fluid.
So I'm gonna try to get out of here. Let's try to get going.
Join me next time for Pacific Crest, the series finale. 40 miles from a road in any direction, stranded in the middle of Death Valley. The trials, tribulations, and struggles I must face, doing everything I possibly can to self-rescue, not only get myself, but the truck out of the desert, safely and unharmed. As always, thank you for joining me on this wild adventure. I'm Austin with WolfPac-Outdoors. I'll holler you later.